Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Ramsey. Melbourne is on the brink of a potential lockdown. The Victorian government's decision will rest on the number of new cases identified today. There are 15 confirmed cases. The number of exposure sites has now risen to 60. There is speculation of a 5-day circuit breaker lockdown or harsher restrictions, while thousands of footy fans have potentially been exposed after a positive case went to the Essendon-North Melbourne clash at Marvel Stadium. Western Australia and Queensland have imposed border restrictions on Victoria. All arrivals into WA must be tested within 48 hours and isolate until they return a negative result. Anyone arriving into the Sunshine State who isn't a resident and has been to a hotspot area in Melbourne will be turned away at the border. Meantime, New South Wales Health is sending more resources to the southern parts of the state after members of a sporting club in the Riverina attended an event in Victoria last weekend where there was a confirmed COVID-19 case. Extra testing sites will be set up and anyone who is at the event must get tested and self-isolate. Former Australia Post boss Christine Holgate says she wants an apology from Prime Minister Scott Morrison after being wrongly forced to quit for rewarding staff with Cartier watches. The apology has been recommended by a Senate committee which investigated the incident.
I'd welcome an apology. I think it's a really important thing. Sometimes when things go wrong, if we apologise, people can heal and move on. And it's actually really important for all the employees of Australia Post.
Ms Holgate is also seeking a $700,000 settlement from the federal government and payment of her legal fees. The US is dealing with another mass shooting, this time in the Californian city of San Jose. A gunman opened fire on a light rail hub with the death toll reaching 8. It's believed the suspect was an employee and set fire to his home before the rampage. Italian police have arrested 3 people over a cable car crash that claimed 14 lives. A gondola came crashing down as it approached the summit of a mountain in the Western Alps. And National Reconciliation Week starts today. The theme for this year is about taking action and the role people play in building relationships and communities that value Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, histories, cultures and futures. In sport, the NRL will decide in the next 24 hours whether to move State of Origin 1 from the MCG due to the COVID outbreak in Melbourne. The match on Wednesday, June 9, could be moved to Canberra, Adelaide or Perth to avoid being played in an empty stadium. The NRL will consult biosecurity experts today before making a final decision. AFL matches are also being impacted. The Gold Coast Hawks clash in Darwin has been called off, with the league working through contingencies with the game to possibly be played at another venue. And the Western Sydney Wanderers are set to miss the A-League finals after 2-1 loss to Wellington Phoenix. Macarthur FC plays the Central Coast Mariners tonight. In entertainment news, Ariana Grande has shared some snaps of her private wedding ceremony held 2 weeks ago. The singer married her real estate agent partner, Dalton Gomez, inside her home in California. Brad Pitt has reportedly been granted joint custody of his children with Angelina Jolie. The Oscar winner has been fighting his ex for equal rights of their 6 kids for almost 5 years now. And Kim Kardashian has failed her first bar exam. The reality TV star's been studying for her law degree, but in a preview for an upcoming ep of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she says she fell short of the 560 passing grade for the initial exam. That's your latest from the Nova Podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.